These scenes are taken from Chapter 1, How to Steal a Dog by Barbara O'Connor.
The day Georgina decided to steal a dog was the same day her best friend, Lorraine Godfrey, found out that Georgina lived in the car. Georgina had told her mama that Lorraine would find out sooner or later, seeing as how she's so noisy and all. But mama had just rolled her eyes. Just get on up there to the bus stop, Georgina, and quit your whining.
So that's what Georgina did. She stood up there at the bus stop, pretending like she lived in apartment 3B. She pretended like she didn't have mustard on her shirt from the day before.
She pretended like she hadn't washed her hair in the bathroom at Tesco station that very morning.
And she pretended like her daddy hadn't just wazzled off and left them with nothing but 3 rolls of quarters and a mayonnaise jar full of waddled up dollar bills.
I guess I'm pretty good at pretending.
Her brother Toby is not so good at pretending. When Mama told him to get on up to the bus stop and quit his whining, he cried and carried on like the baby that he is.
What's wrong with Toby?
He has an earache.
Georgina saw Luina's eyes narrow and her lips squeeze together. She knew Luina's notice was about to irritate her.
Lorraine kept looking at Georgina's squinted eye. Lorraine hoped she would just hush up about Toby.
She did.
But then she went and turned her nosy self on me.
No offense, Georgina, but you're starting to look quite unkempt.
Uncontempt? That was Luane's mama talking if Georgina had ever heard it. Luane was never have said that word uncontempt if she heard her mama say it first. What if she was to come over? Or what if she looks in the window or something and finds out we don't live there anymore?
Mama flapped her hand at Georgina and closed her eyes to let her know how tired she was from working 2 jobs.
So every day, Georgina imagines Lorraine peeking in the kitchen window of apartment 3B. And then one day, when they got off the school bus, Lorraine went and did the noisiest thing I could imagine. She followed Georgina.
Georgina was trying to catch up with Toby because he had grabbed the car key and run ahead of her, so she didn't even notice Lorraine sneaking along behind.
She followed all the way past apartment 3B, across the street, and clear on around the back of Earkirk Drugstore, where their car was parked with laundry hanging out the windows and Toby sitting on a milk crate waiting for Georgina.
If there was ever a time when Georgina wished the earth would open up and swallow her whole, it was when she turned around and saw Luane looking at her and Toby and the car and everything.
It was just temporary. When Mama gets paid, we're moving into our new apartment.
They both just stood there looking at their feet. Georgina could feel the distance between them grow until it seemed like Lorraine Godfrey, who had been my friend forever, was standing clear on the other side of the universe.
I better go.
Promise you won't tell. I mean, not even your mama.
I promise.
Georgina crooked her pinky in the air and waited for Luane to give her a pinky promise, but Luane hesitated.
Georgina stamped her foot and jabbed her pinky at Luane. Finally, Luane crooked her pinky around Georgina's and they shook. Luane left.
It was past dark when Georgina heard her mama shoes clacketing on the asphalt as she made her way towards the car. Georgina sat up and looked out the window. Even in the dimmed glow of the streetlights, she could see her mama tired, sad look.
Part of Georgina wanted to stay put and just go back to sleep and leave her be, but another part wanted to get out and have her say, which is what she did.
I hate this. I don't want to do this anymore. Georgina pushes the car door shut softly as not to wake her brother. You got to do something. You got to find us a place to live. A real place.
I'm trying.
How are you trying?
Georgina's mother tosses her purse through the car window in front of the seat.
I just am okay, Georgina.
But how?
I'm working 2 jobs. What else do you want me to do?
Find us a place to live. This is all your fault.
Mama stormed over
and
grabbed Georgina by the shoulders. It takes money to get a place, shaking Georgina a little. I'm trying to save up, okay?
How much money do we need?
She looked up at the sky like the answers was written up there in the stars. I don't know, Georgina. A lot, okay?
Like how much?
More than we got.
They both stood there in the dark and listened to the crickets from a vacant lot.
We got to go. Georgina's mother pulled the car into an alley besides Bill's Auto Parts. When she shut the engine off, they were shallow up and quiet. Georgina shifted in her seat, turning every which way to get comfortable. She settled on her back with feet propped against the car door and stared out at the starry sky.
On a telephone pole right outside the car window was a faded old sign.
Dog with his tongue hanging out. And then under that it said, "Have you seen me? My name is Mitzi."
$500? Who in the world would pay $500 for that little old dog?
Georgina stared out the window at the sign, thinking about Mitzi and wondering if there were other folks who would pay money of their lost dogs.
I got a plan.
She closed her eyes and smiled to herself.
She was going to steal a dog.
Find out more about Georgina's plan and how to steal a dog by Barbara O'Connor.